Assalamu alaikum. Hi there, friends. Welcome back to Naz's Kitchen Fun. Today I'm sharing my recipe for the best Desi Spaghetti macaroni recipe. I'm sure that you guys will really enjoy this recipe because it's so easy to make and it tastes out of this world. So let's get started. In a nice saucepan or a heavy saucepan, go ahead and add half of a can of pasta sauce, 3 cups of tomato sauce, and I've used 1 cup of water. I've added all that into the saucepan. Now I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of margarine, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of oregano. I've added some seasoned salt, which is optional. This is about half of a teaspoon. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and put in 1 teaspoon of garam masala. And I'm going to go ahead and add 1 teaspoon of salt. Please use salt according to your diet. Mix all this together and cook this on medium heat for 25 to 30 minutes, making sure you watch it carefully. Now this is the elbow macaroni. I'm making this according to the package, and then I'm going to strain it and put it to a side. In the meantime, while those are cooking, go ahead and get a frying pan. Add 1/4 of a cup of oil. Add in 2 medium-sized onions. You can use white onions, but I'm using red onions because this is what I had in the pantry today. Go ahead and mix that together in the oil. Now I'm using 1/4 of a cup. You can even use a little bit more. You can use less. You could even use cooking spray according to your diet. Now what we're going to do is we're going to fry the onions in there just for about a minute or two. We're not going to let the color change or anything like that. Otherwise it'll get too dark. I went ahead and added in a pound of ground beef. So I'm going to go ahead and mix all that together just like that. Now I've also made this with chicken before, but today I'm using ground beef, and that is another recipe I'll be sharing really soon. I've added in a tablespoon of garlic, and I've covered that with the lid just for about 3 to 4 minutes, making sure that it gets nicely soft. The beef does. Now I've added 2 medium-sized green chili peppers I've diced, 1 teaspoon of paprika powder. I've added 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder. Now I've added 1 teaspoon of crushed coriander powder. Mix all those ingredients together just like that. Now I've used 1 teaspoon of salt, and like I said before, please use salt according to your diet. Cover that with the lid, let that cook for 10 to 15 minutes. In the meantime, this is what your sauce should be looking like at this time. It should be boiling, getting nice and thick. You can smell the nice aromas in the whole house. At this time, when you think it's a nice consistency, go ahead and remove it from the flame. And on the other side, this is what your beef should look like after 15 minutes. So go ahead and add some tomato sauce. I've added 2 cups of tomato sauce into this. You can use tomato puree, you can grind fresh tomatoes, but I'm using tomato sauce. So I went ahead and added that in. Now I'm going to cover that with the lid again, and I'm going to let that cook for about 15 minutes. Before I go ahead and do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle it with some cumin seeds, zeta or jita. And this is definitely optional. I think that this gives it such of a nice flavor and such of a nice taste. So we'll go ahead and cover that. And after 15 minutes, this is how nice and red, so nicely, really nice and delicious. This is what it should look like. Now it should have released all the oils at this time, and it should look completely done. So I've added 1 cup of water. What I'm going to do is cover this with the lid, and I'm going to let this simmer anywhere from 4 to 6 minutes. Now it's definitely up to you. If you want this to be really thick, you can thicken it more. Since we're a big family, I'm going to go ahead and just leave it just like that. Sprinkle it with just about a teaspoon of garam masala. So like I said, I've simmered it just for about 4 to 6 minutes. So it's kind of runny. So now it's the fun part, guys. We're going to go ahead and assemble our spaghetti macaroni. Now I've added in the sauce into our noodles that I've strained. Like I said, you can use any kind of noodles that you want. I've added in some sauce. I also like to reserve some for the top to pour on top, but usually for the family, this is what I do. Into the macaroni goes the sauce. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and add the beef mixture just like that. I'm also going to reserve some of this for the top as well. And just mix all that up. See how good that looks, guys? So mouth-watering, so delicious. Oh my goodness, your kids are gonna flip after this. My kids definitely do. And plus it feeds the whole family, and it's so satisfying. Now I've added a whole handful or even more heapfuls of cheese on top of that. This is definitely optional, but it is mind-blowing, really, really good. I mix it all together while it's nice and hot. See how cheesy that looks, guys? Look at all those strings of cheese. So mix all that together just like that. There you go. Giving you guys a close-up here. And once you've mixed all that all together, you can go ahead and serve this. So I'm going to go ahead and serve this out in a serving dish just like that to show you guys. I'm also going to add some into a bowl here. Like I said, I've mixed it all together, added some sauce on top, added the beef mixture on top, topped it with some cheese, and I'm going to take a big old bite just to show you guys there. And there you go, guys. I hope that you guys definitely do enjoy this recipe. It's been a pleasure sharing it with all of you guys. Please let me know what you guys think. Give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, Khuda Hafiz.